Hi, Cam. I wanted to come on tonight. It's 12:30 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, because I wanted to say happy anniversary or happy birthday to hashtag Kick Alzheimer's S Movement. I am Betsy Wurzel, founder and creator of hashtag Kick Alzheimer's S Movement. And I had to give a big shout out to my sister, Lori Lorraine Lepore. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, girl. Couldn't have done this without you. For those who don't know why I created KAAM or how I came up with that name, I will tell you. Excuse my appearance. I did have a 2 hour nap, but I'm tired. But I'm pumped up. I let Alzheimer's defeat me 2 times. It was going to be a third time. I was in a deep, dark hole. I was contemplating how the railroad tracks felt by where I work. No, I would never commit suicide. No, I would never leave my family. But you know what? I was really thinking, how do they feel in the summer versus the winter? And I caught myself. And I said, Betsy, you have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Either Alzheimer's is going to kick your ass, or you're going to have to kick its ass. So I decided I'm going to kick Alzheimer's ass. I'm not letting this mofo disease destroy me ever again. And you shouldn't let it either. Folks, I had no support for 14 years until I went on Facebook 6 years ago. And then I went crazy joining support groups. And then, of course, I filtered out, which ones worked for me and which ones didn't. But getting back to how I started hashtag Kick Alzheimer's Ass, I started hashtagging Kick Alzheimer's Ass movement. And I was going to start this movement after Matt died. And I met a life coach. Her name is Erin Lay. And she said, Betsy, this is your passion. You need to start it now. And of course, my fears and my doubts, I was like, no, I'm not a leader. I can't have a support group. I can't do it. And then God dropped Lori Lorraine Lepore in my lap. I met Lori in a group. She saw one of my videos and she approached me. She said, Betsy, you have to start this group. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm too busy. Of course, my panic mode set in. And we do let fears stop us, don't we? We let fear paralyze us. And we should not let it. We need to get out of our comfort zone. And I got out of my comfort zone. And I said, okay, let's start this group. And thank you, Lori, for giving me the kick in the butt to start this group. Lori does the graphics and she does the camp store. She's my right and left hand. I got the pleasure to meet Lori this summer, and I'm glad she got to meet Matt. And then Lori came to visit Josh and I when Matt was in the hospital. Excuse me. And I'm so thankful that I met Lori. We think so much alike. Lori's originally from New Jersey, and we think a lot alike. It's sometimes scary. Um, and we both had the same humor. I was so touched that Lori came to me. I didn't know Lori. Lori didn't know me, but she believed in what I was doing and what I wanted to do. And her own sister was dying. And in Lori's grief, she wanted to do something to help me and to help other people. And lo and behold, that's how Kick Alzheimer's Ass came out. And people might get offended about that title. Oh, you shouldn't put down Kick Alzheimer's Ass. Why is it just Alzheimer's? It should be other dementias. Well, because Alzheimer's affected my life. Matt's mom had Alzheimer's. My dad, Matt's whole mother's side had Alzheimer's. Excuse me. So, we welcome all dementias here. Okay, all dementias are welcomed here. People from all walks of life are welcomed here. We have people here who don't even have anyone with dementia. They want to learn about Alzheimer's and other dementias. So I am all for awareness, education, inspiring, empowering. I want you all to feel empowered to stand up for yourself and your loved ones when you see an injustice. I want you all to feel inspired. Yes, you can make it through this journey. I did. You can make it through. Is it easy? Heck no, it's not easy. And I don't sugarcoat, folks. If you are looking for sugarcoating and pixie dust, I'm not it. I give it up straight. I give it up real. That's how I roll. And I'm my father's daughter. Thank you, Daddy. I wanted a group where people can feel comfortable, where people can be inspired. If you don't have to have dementia or a family member with dementia. If you have dementia of any kind, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this group. I want to thank everybody for being part of this group. We had members who lost loved ones this year, a lot of loved ones lost. And I want to thank you for still being here. You can help what I call the newbies navigate these waters and help people make it through to the other side. And I'm here to tell you folks, yes, you can make it through the other side. And you need to kick Alzheimer's ass. And you go, Betsy, how do you kick a disease's ass? Well, I'll tell you. In my mind, I had to have a mindset. And it is, folks, it's a mindset. I was not going to let this mofo disease destroy me. I was not going to give it the power. It already was taking too much away from me. It also has given me much too, which sounds kind of weird, I know. If it wasn't for Alzheimer's, I wouldn't have found my voice or my gifts. I kicked Alzheimer's ass when Matt was alive by having a good time, by taking Matt out, by enjoying life. This is how you kick Alzheimer's ass. By raising awareness, by educating yourself, by helping others. Post on your own page. Show your loved one's journey. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what others think. They know your loved one has dementia. Show your loved one's journey. Let's put a face to the name of this disease. Let people see the nitty gritty. I did. I showed Matt's journey right up to the end. If you want, you could check out my own page, my own personal page, Betsy Wurzel. And you'll see that I showed my husband's journey right to his very end. Because I wanted people to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of this disease. And I'm not going to shut up. And I'm not going to be quiet about this disease. Even with laryngitis, I'm still trying to kick Alzheimer's ass. Even as Matt was laying there in the hospital dying, I was still trying to kick Alzheimer's ass. And folks, I'm no better than you. I'm not a hero. I know a lot of people think I'm a hero and appreciate that compliment. I'm doing just what you're doing. I'm doing the same thing as you. And I want you to all to know I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you all being here. And nobody's problem is more important or less important than someone else's. We're all on different paths of this journey. Some are in the beginning, the middle, the end. Some people have crossed over the other side and they're no longer caregivers, but they want to help other people here. And I appreciate you all for staying and doing that. I can't walk away from this, folks. I can't. I made a promise to Matt 2 years ago. I'm thinking 3 years ago, maybe. Time flies. That I was going to tell the world about him some way, somehow. And I met Jeannie White, and she changed my life. My second Earth Angel. And I went on her radio show, and my life changed for the better. Folks, you know what? I'm not a public speaker. I have no experience in public speaking. But you know what? We have to seize the opportunity. We have to really venture out the comfort zone. And I want to encourage all caregivers. And I know it's not easy. I walked in your shoes. If you want to make it through this journey, and you want to make it to the other side to enjoy life, and yes, you have a right to enjoy life after caregiving, you must take care of yourself. You must do self care. Your life depends on it. Literally. Love yourself as you love your loved one. You show your loved one unconditional love, do that for yourself. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy doing self care. Believe me, I know. When Matt was near the end, it was very difficult doing self care. And now I'm doing more self care because I can now. I had to put off going to doctors. I had to put off preventative care. And I understand that. But if you can meditate, nap when you can, rest when you can, do something that you enjoy doing, do it. By all means, you have to do it. Even if it's just meditating in the bathroom, um, do it for 5 minutes. Take deep breaths. I have now started to go to sleep with meditation healing tapes, and it's helped me. Folks, I know personally, stress will affect your health. It does. Stress is a killer. My breathing is now better. My coughing is better because I'm not stressed. Now I'm hoping to get rid of this laryngitis. I'm on my third round of antibiotics. But I do work with children, and I usually get something once or twice a year, but my immune system is low. I just can't get rid of this. And today, and I should say yesterday, one of the children was sitting on my lap. She had 102.6 fever, and I was comforting her. So I hope I don't get what she has. Folks, love your loved ones. There's no perfect caregiver, ever. There is not. And if you think you are, or you know someone who is, please call me because I want to interview you for my show. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. And please don't drive yourself crazy after caregiving with the I shoulda, I would've, I could've. Okay? I know I'd catch myself doing it and I have to stop. You know, should have waited longer for Matt to be on hospice. I waited. I put Matt on hospice November 29th. He died on January 1st. I wish I did wait longer in a way because the home hospice care sucked. And I'm going to be very honest, it sucked. Not a good experience. Everyone's experience is different. Everybody's journey is different. I'm here to help you get through this, to educate you. I thank Sue Fernandez, Christine Turner, and whoever else puts links on here. I appreciate you. Love you for it. I thought when Matt died, I would have I thought I would have more time to attend to this group and do research, and I don't because I do work. And folks, I'm wiped out. I'm wiped out after work. I'm going for a stress test Monday, an echocardiogram. I had to be at the office at 8:15 a.m. I said to work I'm going to be late. I don't know how I'm going to make it through that day, but I will. And when I look back, I don't even know how I did it with Matt, but by God's grace. And I just really want to come on and thank you all for being here. I'm here to help you. You can PM me. I do work. I am going to seeing a counselor every other week. I'll be starting my bereavement group from the hospice March 4th. And hopefully I won't get kicked out. I did talk to the person who is going to facilitate it. And I told her that I went to a grieving seminar and I have papers and I run my own group. And she goes, oh, you'll be an asset to this group. I just want to encourage all of you. You're doing your best. That's all you could do. Pat yourself on the shoulder and say, you know what? I am a kick-ass caregiver. I'm doing the best I can. If you're not a caregiver, then say, you know what? I am a kick-ass person. And love and accept yourself for who you are. If you don't like things about yourself and you could change them, change them. If you can't, you can't. You know how kids are? Well, a couple of kids said to me last week, Miss Betsy, why do you have a big nose? And I said, well, that's the way God made me. Why do you have curly hair, Miss Betsy? because that's the way God made me. And I embraced my curly hair. And I never got no surgery done. I was always too chicken. I'm not into pain. And I accept my flaws. I'm an emotional person. I'm not gonna apologize. I'll get on here. I'll even cry. You see me cry. I'm not ashamed of it. Um, I recommend counseling or therapy to get through this. Um, Even after your loved one passes on, go for therapy or counseling. It's okay. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm sad or I'm depressed. And acknowledge your feelings and accept it and move on. I'm going to give you advice my counselor gave me. He said, the one I used to go to a few years ago, Betsy, have a pity party. Set a timer, 5, 10, 15 minutes, and pack it along. Wise words. So, you know what? Have your pity party and move it along. All right, folks, I'm probably forgetting to say some things. But thank you all for being here. We have 381 members. I'm into quality, not quantity. And this is a bully-free zone. I want people to feel comfortable here. And if you have dementia, thank you for being here. Please tell us about what you're going through so that we can learn from you. And those with dementia, if you feel offended in any way when I speak about the caregiving is hard, it's not meaning to offend you, so please don't be offended. I'm speaking about the reality of a caregiver. And yes, I know that you don't want to hear that, and some people get offended by that, but this is also a caregiving group. So say how you feel, we'll say how we feel. And I'm not a caregiver to anyone with Alzheimer's anymore, but I'm a caregiver to my son Josh, who has special needs. And I know that caregiving is not an easy journey, and I know it must be very hard and very frightening for those of you who have dementia. And I admire anyone who gets up and speaks about their experience, whether they have dementia or a caregiver. We learn from your stories, so please speak up. I am going to start interviewing again. My voice is not 100%, as you can hear. March 1st, I am going to have a Q&A with Lori Lorraine Lepore and Marcia Burr about how do we reach out to the gay community and how do we make the gay community feel comfortable in support groups. I talk about the taboo. I'm not afraid to. I'm not ashamed to. We need to talk about the uncomfortable until people get comfortable with it. And I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. I've said that before. I just want to tell people about my experience so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. I wish I had heard people talking on the radio 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. When Met started early onset Alzheimer's, doctors didn't even know about it. And I am going to talk about Matt, and I'm going to carry on in his honor. Matt is the reason why I got in my car to raise awareness. I was an angry caregiver. And caregivers, it's okay to be angry. Don't let it destroy you, though. Use that anger, turn it into a positive, turn it into a passion. Like I did, to raise awareness. And that's what I did. Do you think I would get in my car and show my face to the world otherwise? No way. If anyone would have told me I would be doing what I'm doing, I would say, you're nuts. Or in Yiddish, you're mishiganut. No, there's no way I would be doing it. Alzheimer's gave me a voice. It gave me my backbone. Yes, I was a mama bear. I learned with Josh that I had to speak up. But I wasn't an advocate for children with special needs. Of course, I didn't have a smartphone then. I don't think there was smartphones Josh is 35, 32 years ago. I don't think there was. It was. But I just want to encourage you all to love yourself, accept yourself, do the best you can, and you are doing the best you can. And your loved one doesn't want you to be stressed out. They want your love, and they want your time, and they feed off of your energy. And I know this is a longer video. So good night, folks, or good morning, wherever you are. And once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the KAAM family. I would say we are family, but I don't say non-gay. So, once again, thank you for being here. I am Betsy Wurzel, your leader and founder, along with Lori Lorraine Lepore. And now you know how I created that. I made Meta Promise. I told this story, thankfully, to Jeannie White. And Jeannie White was having doing a caregiver series, and she asked me to speak. And I did, and then Jeannie gave me my own show, Chatting with Betsy. Well, first I was a guest host, and then a host. And if anyone would have told me I'd be doing that, I would never believe it. But here I am. So, folks, you never know what you're going to do. And contact your papers. Ask them if they could do an interview with you. That's what I did in my local paper a couple of years ago. For what was it? World Alzheimer's Awareness Month. So keep up the good work, folks. Bye bye.